welcome back to another video. Today we are continuing our weekly look at kids from different football leagues around the world. So far we've done the Premier League, we've done the Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A. A few months back we did the J-League, before that we did MLS. Today we're going to be doing Ligue in France. After this, I'm going to take a look at the English Championship. And then beyond that, I don't know. We'll see, but this series might end in 2 weeks with the NFL season coming up, but I'm going to start transitioning over and having more NFL content here pretty soon, but we'll see. But today, Ligue kids are 2023-24. We have a pretty diverse group of kit makers here. Adidas has 3, Puma has 3, Gap has 2, Umbro has 2, Nike has 2. All Sport has 1, Joma has 1, New Balance has 1, Macron has 1, Le Coq Sportif has 1, and Kraft has 1. So, you see some here. Let's get into it. And as usual, I don't look at the goalkeeper kits, just the homes and aways and any alternates. Starting off with AS Monaco. AS Monaco. And this is their home kit here. Purity of the Russian ball, 55-degree diagonal on the front. Okay, so we have a sort of diagonal cut through the shirt there, with kind of almost looks like a walkway, like a brick walkway or something. Not a ton going on. Low quality images, right? This one's a little bit better. You can see it with the sponsor there. I like that the sponsor is completely on one side of the diagonal line and isn't like being cut in half. You know, it is kind of boring, but there is something I have to admit that I like about it. I'm not really sure what, but I do like it. I'm gonna give that a B. I'm gonna say it's above average, starting out pretty strong. And now we have their away kit. So you have black and gold here, the gold Kappa, all gold club crest. That looks great. There's some sort of design going on there. I can't quite make out what it is. And the quality of these pictures isn't fantastic. Oh, and then you have the sponsor in gold too, and look at the shiny gold in the sunlight. That looks really good, kind of metallic. I'm trying to figure out what that pattern is on this shirt. I wanted to say it was like continents or something, but I'm not sure. Visit Monaco. I mean, regardless, it does look nice. That does kind of look like continents a little bit, but this kind of throws me. That looks very unnatural. I'm not sure what that pattern is, but I'm gonna give that one an A. We're starting off really strong here in Monaco. I'm gonna give that an A. Let's come to their third kit. Okay, kind of looks like a coastal line a little bit, doesn't it? Like that kind of looks the sands of a beach and the water touching it right there. That's what it kind of reminds me of. A little bit. I'm really liking all these across the board though. I'm gonna give this one a B as well. That's above average. My favorite is the away, but I like all three of those. Monaco is starting us out strong here in France. Moving out to Clermont. Here's their home. And sponsored done by All Sport. Is this the one they did? Apparently this is meant to represent lava and water. Okay. A lot of sponsorship here across the front. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm gonna give that a C. I'm gonna say it's just about average in my opinion. Let's take a look at the away, blue and red sleeves, inspired by the Pascaline. Considered to be the first mechanical calculator, driven by Blaise Pascal, who's from Clermont. Okay, so you do that kind of mechanical look on the sleeves. Just on the sleeves on the side though, the rest of it is just white. That is a really interesting design though on the sides, like that looks really nice. Usually I wouldn't like something like this, but it is so interesting looking on the sleeves and so unique. I'm gonna give that a B plus. Let's take a look at the third. Dark gray graphic meant to represent fulvic stone. Damn, sorry, that's not representing stone. That's just some geometric lines. Now it is all black, and then the white. Crest and all that stuff, and the sponsors all being white, that looks good, but I like the addition of this sort of reddish, maroonish collar, but it's a very minimal collar and cuff. I like that. I'm gonna give that a C plus. C plus. Okay, moving on now, we have Le Havre, which is done by Joma. We have a split design jersey. You guys know my feelings on that if you've seen these videos so far, but it's just one side's like a light blue, one side's a dark blue, and I guess that makes sense given their crest. I don't know, bro. I don't really like that though, if I'm being honest. What do they always do that? Yeah, they always kinda do that. They at least had the pattern this year, I guess, but I just don't really like it. I'm gonna give that a C minus. Look at the away. Is it just a plain white, all white jersey, white cuffs, blue crest and manufacturer red? Alright, you have a city map or something on the bottom. Very faintly, but I'm just gonna give that a B minus. B minus. Lille. Again, the French pronunciation not great here. interesting. It's a New Balance kit. What the heck is going on with that collar? Hold on. Why did they do that with the collar? I don't like that at all. Because it's not like that's still the collar material, but just with the pattern and color on it, they just like didn't put any material there. So it's just gonna be like the jersey material touching your neck. I don't know why they did that. Is that something they do? No, they didn't do it last year. I'm gonna give that a D. That's below average. I really don't like that, but we're coming to the away here. Didn't some other team have this like exact same kit? This looks like audio waveforms. Hold on, this is probably important. Yeah, okay, I think this is the audio waveforms of like their chant. It looks like. I'm assuming that's what it is. Ale lele osi ale li loy ale. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's the waveform of the chant, in which case that's pretty cool. So I guess I thought this was just like different colored dots or something, but that's not the case. Now I don't know how they're differentiating the blue and the red. Unless maybe the red is like the name of the club. Oh, I'm gonna try and figure this out. Ale. Is that the Alays and the Lille? Or Lyle, Lil, however you say it, I'm not sure. That might be either the Alays or the club names in red and the rest of it's in blue. I don't know. Very interesting idea. I like the idea. Very creative. The execution could have been a little bit better, but I still like it. I'm gonna give that a B+. Let's take a look at the third. We get the fleur-de-lis there in the background. Then sort of this checkerboard pattern around, all orange on this bluish purple kit. It's not bad. I want to see it on someone, but I can't. That's weird. I don't know why they did that, but just having that stripe on one arm and then the collar being, I don't know, but I'll give that a B. I'm gonna say it's above average. Now we go to Lorient, or I swear every time I see this, I think it's like an abbreviation of Leighton Orient, which is like a team in the championship, I think. So this is based on their 85-86 shirt, which, like, good, because I think I mentioned this in my last video, teams doing like retro shirts, like, oh, we're doing a throwback kit, but it's like a shirt like from the 2010s or 2000s. It's like, that's not really a retro kit, dude. That's like 10-15 years ago. Going back to the 80s, that's a retro kit. If you're gonna do retro, make it actually retro. I like the orange. Hold on, we have a plane. Sorry, there's a plane flying overhead. You have an Umbro kit here. I like the white front. Now the collar's interesting. It looks like there's a regular collar, but then there's there's like buttons that cover it. And you can unbutton that to uncover the collar, perhaps. I'm not confident he's out there on a boat. None of these people have the collar popped, so I can't tell. I do like the colors. I'm gonna give that a B. I'm gonna say it's above average. I do like that. Let's look at the away. Okay, it's mainly black. He has some lines going through it, some orange. You have this weird lace-shaped collar, and then they did this where they like put these. They made sure not to have these intersect the line, but then this intersects the line, and this intersects the line. I actually kind of dislike that. I'm gonna give that a D. I'm gonna say it's below average to me. Let's look at their third. Again, you have that weird shaped collar. Oh. What is... Bro, what is that? I'm gonna give that a D as well. I don't like that. Benjamin Mendy's on Orient. I didn't know that. I like their home, but the rest of it, not a fan. Mets. Got our second Kappa kid here. I like the away off rip, but let's take a look at the home first. This is interesting. You have this almost like dragon scale pattern, right? It kind of looks like dragon scales to me. I don't know. And it looks like it's a simplified version of their crest, which is interesting for the home. I love that color, that kind of deep maroonish red. I bet that looks like dragon scales. I really can't get over that. I'm gonna give that a B plus. I'm gonna give that a B plus. Let's take a look at the away. Actually, I thought I'd like this more than I do. That's clearly meant to be like a fire or something like that. That's meant to represent, but looking at it, I'm not a huge fan of the execution. Yeah, like seeing it originally, I thought I'd like it, but I prefer the home. I'm gonna give that one a C. That's just sort of average to me. Let's take a look at the third kit. It's black. You have some sort of pattern back there. I can't tell if that's meant to be anything. It kind of just looks like rocks or maybe smoke. It doesn't explain what it's meant to be there. I'm gonna give that one a C. I'm gonna say that's just average in my opinion. Montpellier, home and away. Boring shirt. Any of the stupid Nike thing, which I'm never gonna stop complaining about. I'm sure you guys are probably tired of me complaining about it. Both home and away here, I'm just gonna give those a C. These are both just kind of average. Like, it being in white or blue doesn't really change anything to me. I don't really care for that. Nance, Nance. Done by McClone. Kinda looks like a Brazil shirt. Polo collar. This is the very detailed description. This is the longest description I've seen on any of these. I like the polo collar. I like the buttons, like a very old school shirt in that way. I've seen Nance, and that's their buttonholes there. Eco fabric, you love to see it. Is that a buttonhole on the collar? I didn't think that they would have that buttonholes there. I'm just not a huge fan of green and yellow kits in general, to be honest, but it's not bad. I think that the collar and the buttons elevates it a little bit, so I'm gonna give it a C+. Let's look at the away. I actually like this a bit more than the home. They had the same collar, they had the same cuffs, but then the white, which is some very simple green horizontal stripes through it. I'm gonna give that a B minus. Nice. Let's look at the home. And this is Ligue Sportif. I think this is their only one. It's just a black and red striped kit and white collar. I'm gonna give that a C. It's just average in my opinion. Let's take a look at the away. You have some, it looks like maybe some stripes of slightly alternating colors of white there, just barely. Although, no, that doesn't appear to be the case. It might just been that picture. Yeah, it's definitely all the same. Actually, maybe just very slight difference. Not extremely noticeable if it's there. One red, one black cuff. I don't know. Let's give it a C. It's just about average in my opinion. Olympique Lyonnais. Take a look at the home. I do like it. I like the gold. It's interesting. See the gold Adidas, the gold Emirates, and the gold sleeves. The gold lion, of course, on their crest. But then they used the traditional club colors of red, blue, and white. Obviously on the front, but also around the collar. And I think usually I wouldn't like it, but something about the way they're doing it here. Oh, look at that crest. It's all like a woven crest instead of printed. That looks good. It's all fabric. Like I said, this isn't the sort of thing I would usually like, but they've done it in a way that to me is very visually interesting. It looks very regal in a sense. Obviously kind of reminds me of a Real Madrid kit, but I like this better than this year's Real Madrid kit, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna give this a B+. Give that a B+. Let's look at the away. So this is their crest from 89 to 96. I don't really get, after the home, this is a little bit of a letdown. I'm just gonna give that a C. I'll say it's about average. Not a huge fan. Marseille. Puma kit. Petrogenesis. Marseille. You have something going on here. There's some gray. And it almost looks like there's like torn paper in front, like revealing something behind. Hold on, it's almost kind of bluish here. Kind of has a bluish tint in this picture, but this looks extremely photoshopped. Look at that sky behind him, that's not a natural. Yeah, that bluish tint is no longer on the shirt here. It looks pretty white. Yeah, the blue kind of almost looks a little bit Greek, to be honest. That's weird. It kind of looks like I'm getting Greek vibes from this shirt. Sky blue piping. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a C+. A C+. Let's take a look at the away. is this meant to be the Mediterranean Sea? Apparently, these sort of wave patterns coming through. Skip. Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna give this a C. I'm gonna say it's average, but I'm actually gonna bump this one up. I'm gonna say this one's a B. Yeah, give me a B on that one. I give that a C. Now we go to Paris Saint-Germain. Are they no longer? Okay, their third is Jordan, but I give some sort of archway here. Is that meant to be? It looks like that's maybe meant to be an archway or something. Maybe it's just a random geometric pattern, I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like an archway. Bruh, he does not want to be there. Dude cannot wait to go to Madrid. Oof. They have Messi in it as well. I don't know, I'm just gonna give that one a C. I'm not really feeling that, if I'm being honest. Look at the away kit. Neymar ain't there anymore either. You know what, I actually kind of like that, because this is like clearly the design from the first or in the home kit there, but having it only exist in this stripe is very interesting. I don't like that actually, you know what, that's interesting, because you have, right, there's the French flag, and if you look at it from the back, it kind of looks like the French flag. Maybe they did that on purpose. I actually do like this better than the home. I'm gonna give this one a B. I'm gonna give that a B. I'm gonna say it's above average. Let's take a look at the third. You have the Jordan brand kit, but only this one picture, so I'm not gonna give that I'm not gonna judge that, just off that one crappy picture. Let's look at the home. Traditional colors, the club, okay. Yellow and red, you guys know I usually don't like combinations of yellow and red. Boomer shirt here, you have some stripes on the sides. I really just don't care for that. I'm gonna give that a D. In my opinion, that's below average. Yeah. The alternating colors, stripes. These people really do seem to like it. 4.1. That's maybe my taste is just like massively different from people, but I'm gonna give that a C. I'll say it's about average. Let's look at the third. Am I crazy? Why do people like these kids so much? Like, why do I not like them, but all these people are giving them such high ratings? Am I missing something? I don't like it. I don't like the yellow-red color. I'm giving that a D. I want to say it's below average. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Stade Brestois. Let's look at their home. Okay. Ton of sponsors on this one. This John. You gotta. What is that little fairy down there? Looks like Tinkerbell almost. Just a red and white kit with some stripes. It's average, giving it a C. Let's look at the away kit. Just plain white, some red Adidas stripes on the side. Ton of sponsorships on the front. I'm giving that one a C as well. That's just average. Okay, it looks like they might be doing something here, but Adidas is so boring with their designs. I really don't like what Nike and Adidas have been doing the last couple seasons with kids. They're so boring. Especially for clubs that aren't like big name clubs. Like, no offense to this club, but this guy has a Fall Out Boy tattoo. I'm sure he's a cool guy. I'm sure this is like a cool club. Like, they're not a big global club. So Adidas just gives them a template and like, it's just boring, man. Like, there's no personality in this. I'm gonna give that a C+. It's a little bit more interesting than those. Stayed rhymes. Unbroken, you have this sort of, they kind of look like a shuriken, don't they? Kind of like ninja stars in there. This sort of, I don't even know if you'd call it a hexagonal pattern. I'll give that a C+. It's like a DOA. Okay. Here's some striping going on here. Is that like black, white, and then the blue, and then a red? I'm gonna give that a B minus. B minus. Let's look at the third. I like the look of this. Yeah, this weird collar that other club had. I can't remember who it's off my head. Yeah, this sort of tiger stripe looking pattern, but then in the background you have the SR for the club's name, which is kind of cool. And they did it in different sizes and stuff at least, so there's some depth to it. You have that sort of gold lettering. I'm not mad at that, I'll give that a B+. B+. Stayed Renee. Got the polo collar. You have this interesting front collar there, and this design in the back, kind of florally. Doesn't say what it's meant to represent, so maybe it's just geometric patterns, nothing to do with the club. I've had the symbols back there probably have to mean something. It is nice though, sort of an elegance to it. I'm gonna give that a B+. The away homage to Brittany. Jersey features the Grenadier flag of Brittany, colors and a modern approach to the Breton flag. Okay, this is from the Brittany region in France. Black and white there. Looks like there's something on that. Oh, because it said what? Supplemented by the Stade Rennais FC logo. So maybe that's what that is down there, perhaps. Oh no, because it's the flag of Brittany. That's those. Okay, so the flag's sort of at an angle, yeah. Very nice. I do like that. I'm gonna give that a B+. Give that a B+. Let's take a look at their third. Black and gold. Good start. I don't know what they're doing with that backdrop there. The little patterns, not a big fan of that. I'm gonna give that a B. This had A potential, perhaps even S potential, but don't like what they did with it, so I'm gonna give it a B, just above average. Strasbourg. I don't know what you want me to say about this. It looks very shiny. actually in these pictures, kind of like a more retro kit, but just kind of average in my opinion. That's a C. Let's take a look at the away. Oh, seen that pattern before a dozen times. That Adidas soccer ball pattern. They've done that for like every league has had an away shirt with that template. I'm gonna give it a C. Take a look at the third. Man, I hate Adidas now. This looks like they're trying to copy Nike's little circular front thing there, honestly, but this one at least kind of looks cool with the colors. I'm gonna give that a B minus. And finally we come to Toulouse. Pale purple and white, darker purple around the neck, and cuffs. I do like purple and white. It's a good color combination. Interesting that they have the BlackBerry logo. Just kidding. I'll give that a B plus. Let's take a look at the away. It's the same thing, but with a darker purple instead of white. So give that a B plus as well. It looks like the third is just that, so I can't really get that a rating. So that was my review or my thoughts on the Ligue kits for this season. So next week we're going to be looking at the English Championship, the second division of English football. Then after that I might do one more video, maybe Scotland, maybe, who's to say, I might do a poll, I don't know. I might do a poll and have it be between like Scotland or Norway, Sweden, maybe throw like Greece into the mix. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about these kits, if you agree or disagree with anything I had to say about them. I try to go through once a week or so and respond to all comments, so please do let me know. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe.